What's going on in France?
There's more of a backlash coming from the average citizen and people and worker against the corporations, because air traffic controllers in France have staged strikes causing widespread flight delays. Although France is known for strikes, I mean, universally they strike all the time. They are the country historically known to revolt and, not be
It's
ashamed of
true.
it.
The French Revolution, just take that.
Yeah. French PM Bayrou survived a no confidence motion, and Ubisoft execs received suspended sentences
Oh yes, they're
over
based in
harassment
France.
cases.
They have offices around the world, I think, in Canada and the States.
Yeah.
But headquarters in France.
So what we're seeing is that there's French air traffic controllers striking. This is disrupting the flights for the second day, and then Ryanair has cancelled over 170 flights, disrupting over 30,000 passengers on the French ATC strike. There's also been traffic controllers walkouts. This is all during the peak season for tourism, obviously.
Yes,
early summer.
very concerning. Like, imagine if you
And-
booked tickets, like they'll be cancelled.
I wouldn't.
And it's a whole other issue, like getting your money back. And it's not, people who have booked flights, they've also booked hotels.
Yeah, this is really the worst timing, and on top of
And a lot of
already what's
hotels
going on.
have like no refunds, like depending on like what you pick on booking or whatever.
Yeah. So in summary,
yeah.
basically, we're seeing minority unions demanding better staffing, equipment, and management culture. What a surprise! It's been a 2-day strike, starting from July the 3rd to today, July the 4th. This is the start of the summer travel season. This is prompting DGAC to cut more or less 40% of Paris flights and up to 50% in southern France. That's kind of wild. And the impact is that around 1,500 flights canceled across Europe, displacing over more or less 300,000 passengers.
Wow.
Yeah, this is crazy.
That's crazy. Like a third of a million.
I'm just glad I'm not flying anywhere. That's why I don't fly.
Yeah.
The airline response
Let's
has
not
been
talk
that.
about Boeing, right?
Oh yeah, that's another thing, right? Because they're always into these.
Destination.
I don't take it from me, folks, but I would just advise don't fly any airline that carries a Boeing plane. But airline response has been that obviously Ryanair has cancelled 170 flights. EasyJet and British Airways adjusted their operations, and Air France maintained long-haul services. The transport minister called it unreasonable. But the Ryanair CEO labeled it a recreational strike. Maybe he's just so used to France striking all the time. But this seems legitimate because again, these are the problem with a lot of corporations and how there's this middle management and it's just not as good. They're not listening to the workers. They're understaffed. People are working longer hours. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why.
Yeah, sorry. What's interesting is that like regarding Ryanair, like Michael O'Leary, the Irishman, the CEO, he's always been very vocal, and a lot of people praise him for, cheap tickets of Ryanair, whereas other people kind of accuse him for this sort of like business model because it's just like cutting costs on everything.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about flights, that can like raise questions of cutting costs.
This is the trouble here is that it's always putting quantity over quality, and by that I mean it's not only the quality of the work, which is necessary because obviously your staff needs to have also quality of management, and also they need their quality, and that's how they can provide the quality of service. But people tend to forget this, and they just want to cut down to the bottom dollar and just make the profit, and it's part of the reason why they're pushing for AI, and we're seeing AI pop everywhere, all over the place. But the reality is AI is also not the answer, to substitute actual workers and good quality work, or services.
And a lot of people would argue, well, if they don't like their jobs, they can do another thing.
Yeah.
But come on, you need like a basic like standard of like at the workplace. It doesn't matter what you do. Like there should be some rights.